Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the next big Netflix movie on Netflix, The Gray Man. And let's go ahead and get started reviewing this movie, shall we? Now to start off, this movie is actually from the director of the Russo brothers, which if you don't know, they directed the movies Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, which three of those movies are like some of my favorite movies of all time, or at least top 5 MCU films. And so, when they announced that they're making an action movie that are directed by the Russo brothers, I was like, let's go. And that if you're having Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling in here, I'm ready for it. I'm all for it. And so what are my overall thoughts on the movie for the good? On the positives, it basically does what you like from a Russo brothers film that you have seen in the past action movies of Russo brothers films. Of course, you get the great action that you want from a Russo brothers film. All of it is choreographed in very cool ways. And it's not just hand-to-hand combat, but you also get cool gunfights that are of course fun and always good. The cast here, I think, is pretty good, especially with our two leads, Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. Where Ryan Gosling as Six has a really cool backstory with this little girl, and throughout the entire movie, he kind of has a story going through with him. And then Chris Evans as Lloyd, who's just this such a charismatic villain, but very cartoonish, and I thought that was just very likable. Like Chris Evans. He's done so many roles. Like he played Captain America. He's played Buzz Lightyear. He even was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I mean, he's played so many serious roles. But then when he gets to the cartoonish side, it's surprisingly really funny. And in this movie, it actually really works. Like, especially when you get to the third act and you have that boss fight between Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling as they're like just doing all their skills. As you have these two muscular men fighting each other, martial arts and stuff, and like because he lost his fingers, he punches Ryan Gosling and he's like, ow, like he actually like feels the pain and like screams about it, and it's like, and then he falls in water and he has like a blood stain on his back and he's like, that burns, that stings. Like it's just so out there, and I love that it is. So Chris Evans was a huge standout in the film, and he really worked. The line in the movie when he says, if you want to make an omelet, you have to kill someone, I never understood that line, but whatever. And then even all the other characters, I thought the emotions stuff actually really worked in the film. I thought all that stuff worked. And then even some of the other stuff felt like generic action movie stuff that I thought kind of worked. So that's pretty much my overall good on this movie. Now let's move on to the bad. And for the bad on this film, I would say that the worst thing when it comes to this movie is that the story itself is not very clear. Because what exactly are we trying to do in this movie? I know the villain of the movie is Chris Evans as Lloyd, but it's like you're trying to protect this girl, but then you're trying to do other stuff. To be honest with you, this whole movie feels a little bit like a movie I watched earlier this week, Atomic Blonde, where basically the movie itself is about Charlize Theron being in an action movie and stopping bad guys. And the whole premise of that is awesome. And the whole premise of Ryan Gosling being the action star and Chris Evans being the villain in the movie, that's all great. Russo brothers stuff, that's great. But the specific story in the film doesn't really pay it all off. And so while I did have fun with it, the action was great. All the performances by some actors were great. The story overall was very weird at times, and I don't really understand it, and it kind of felt like generic movie plot. But overall, I liked the movie, and I thought it was very entertaining, so I give this movie a thumbs up. So that's my review for The Gray Man. Before I give my final score, be sure to comment down below, what were your thoughts on The Gray Man? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it right in between? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. With that said, let's get all my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.